Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Oh no, what has happened here? Big chance! It's in! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Lexington are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Thuram. And it's Rodri. Moved on forwards. Maldini. Vitinha. Looking for the run. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pressing high and with purpose. India leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Chiellini. To Thuram. And it's Messi. Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Messi pinches it off him. Vitinha. And it's Henderson. Cafu. And that was asking for too much. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get on the end of this? Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Lexington definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Maldini. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Thuram. Seedorf. Conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lexington with the corner, they're first. Maldini clears it away, gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And it's Messi. Thuram.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, it's come to nothing.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Hullets. And this is Neymar. He is Neymar! And it's hoisted clear. Vitinha. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Mbappe. Seedorf gets across to intercept that. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Threads one in. Hullets. Buffon claims comfortably. Cafu bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Seedorf. Neymar. Is there any support? Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. A goal at a really telling moment. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
What's destined for the flank?
Has been indicated.
Seedorf. Now it's Pelé. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
India are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So off we go again. It's a good run down the right. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pelé. He has found the way through. And he's quick to return it. Vitinha gets flagged offside. Tries to pass it through. He's onside. Hullets absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rodri makes a dash for it. Seedorf. For Nesta. Thuram. And it's Maldini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. Played back to the goalkeeper. More and more pressure on the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Henderson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nesta. Van Dijk. Lexington are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cafu knocks it into space. Cafu has it out wide and in space. Cafu under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Rodri. Messi. Oh, it's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Pele. He's had it taken off him. Now this could be a chance. He's a sharp little ball here. Here comes the corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Hazard. Number 18, Pele. Number 11, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 15, Ronaldinho. Number
Rafael Leao
19,
with the short one.
Rafael Leao. Number
Pings it
26,
across.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Not the most convincing of passes. That's really well cleared. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Jordan Henderson. Now Van Dijk. Oh no, this does not look good. Well timed, excellent interception. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Cafu. 5 minutes left on the clock. Quality ball.
India can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Played down the flank. He's in plenty of space here. I think we're just about done here. And it's Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Has been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that will be it. India have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So there it is. What struck you most about
Please
that?
make sure
Well,
to
Peter,
watch the
this was
screen for an
probably more
information
slugfest
bulletin
than
from the
a
regional
game of
police
football,
department.
but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone
So welcome one and all to a picturesque
Hello,
evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome to
night,
today's
all the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Del Piero. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Cruyff. Messi. Vitinha. And that is a little undercooked. Eto'o ventures forward. Zanetti has it out wide and in space. And this is Eto'o. And he's got his cross in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. And this is Roberto Carlos. And it's Doué. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Rodri.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's played through for him. Chiellini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Zanetti. And it's Rodri. Ball played for Nesta. Chiellini. And Zanetti. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
And this is Del Piero. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Zanetti can clear it away. Roberto Carlos. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Iniesta. Vitinha. Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos. And this is Cruyff. Oh, and Del Piero! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
India have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He has found the way through. Good read, needed to be. Nice looking ball. Messi. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found the Cruyff! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to fly away here! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
India are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ah, such a clever touch. Played out wide. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. That's going in strongly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! And it's half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
India absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
India are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So let's get the ball rolling. And this is Cruyff. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dani Olmo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicked it back promptly. Iniesta. Oh, well played. Rafael Leao, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chance for a shot! Off the post! Zanetti clears without hesitation. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Iniesta. And here's Eto'o. And it's Rodri. And it's Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessful. Del Piero! And that's in! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely leaping. And Cruyff! Messi. Dani Olmo. For Iniesta. And it's Rodri. Messi.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Iniesta. And now the breakaway. That's a sharp pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Dani Olmo. Chance, surely! It's a goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Rodri could move up a gear here. Strong running down that left flank. Rafael Leao played out towards the right wing. That pass isn't the best. A lot of space ahead of him. And it's been hooked away. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's found a way past. Cruyff! Iniesta, spread to the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Could be danger here. And he's intervened well there. Iniesta. Nesta. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Del Piero.
Stood up well to him there.
Rafael Leao. Number 14.
Tries to pass it through.
Vitinha.
Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that.
Nedved. Coming on the field. Number 17. Hazard.
Zanetti.
Number 20. Yankola. Number
Roberto
25,
Carlos.
Neymar.
And that interception
Number
was
22,
most necessary.
Fernandes.
He read that really well and
Number
stopped it.
23,
Time
Mbappe.
added on will be
Substitution,
2
added
minutes.
has been indicated.
And the counter is on. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There
Hello,
could be
attendees.
only
This
one
is
outcome.
a lost children's announcement.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.